A 7 billion parameter AI just beat a rival 10 times its size at understanding hour-long videos. And it did it while looking at about 73% fewer frames.
Hang on. Smaller, watched way less, and still won? That's backwards. More footage should mean a better answer.
That's the belief this paper breaks. And here's a number to carry to the end. This little model is allowed up to 52 peeks at a video before it has to answer. Guess how many it actually takes? And pocket one detail. Somewhere in here, a company shows up on screen but is never spoken out loud. That's the moment everything clicks.
Okay, but why should I care how an AI watches a video?
Every week there's a headline. AI scanning security tape, combing sports footage, or hunting an archive for one moment. Nobody asks the cost. Right now, 2 hours of video costs about 60 times more than 2 minutes. Easy question or brutal one, you pay for every single frame.
But that's not how I do it. Ask me one thing about a 2-hour movie, and I just skip to the part that matters.
That's the whole idea. Picture a detective handed 2 hours of grainy tape. She doesn't watch it all. She forms a hunch, jumps to a timestamp, scribbles a note, and moves on. Then she throws the footage away and keeps only the note. That's this AI. It pulls a few seconds, writes down what it saw, deletes the raw video, and keeps just the notebook.
Wait, it deletes the video? That feels reckless.
It's the design, Finn. Its memory never fills up, however long the footage runs. Its workload depends on how hard your question is. A 2-hour video barely costs more than a 2-minute one. That's the shift the whole paper turns on.
But how did a fresh AI ever learn to hunt like that, Juniper?
They trained it by copying a smarter teacher's best investigations, then sharpened it with trial and error, chasing one thing above all: the exact moment its own choice really mattered. And it finds that moment by watching its own nerves.
Its own nerves?
Picture a stress meter wired to the AI. Cruising through easy steps, it stays flat. The instant it's genuinely torn between options, the reading spikes. That spike is the fingerprint of a real decision.
And that's your mystery company.
It is. The question: which brand appears in the video but is never said out loud? 4 options. The AI calmly scans, listens to the audio, and hears 3 of the 4 brands spoken. Stress meter, flat. Then it realizes 3 are said aloud, 1 never is. The meter spikes.
Because that's the fork. The decide what to do moment.
Right. Instead of guessing, it switches modes, goes back to the picture and checks the one brand it never heard. There it is, American Express. That nervous spike is the AI doing real reasoning, and the training rewards those spikes the hardest.
So does it actually beat the giant model?
Same hard video test, both models. If looking smart really beats looking at everything, the small one should win while watching a fraction of the frames. The 7 billion model beat the 72 billion model, 10 times its size, using about 73% fewer frames.
Wait, fewer frames is why it won?
Because it wasn't drowning in useless footage. And your guess? Up to 52 peaks allowed? On average, it stopped after about 12. It quits the moment it's confident.
12 out of 52. Though keep this honest, Juniper. The real win was plainer. It learned to hunt for evidence instead of swallowing the whole video. That fancy nervousness reward tuning on top, it barely moved the score.
Fair. And that plain idea is what the whole paper is built on.
So here's yours to chew on. If an AI answered a question about hours of footage by only glancing at a few minutes, would you trust it more or less than one that swears it watched every single frame?
Drop your answer in the comments. And if you like us taking one surprising AI paper apart at a time, subscribe. A growing crowd of curious people is doing exactly that here.
Next time you've got a question about a long video, be the detective, not the binge watcher.